Live, and there we go. So now you can hear me on the live show as well. Now we're just using the built-in microphone on the Wirecast system, so definitely not a good solution. But for some reason, it's not seeing my I/O. Oh yeah. All right, let's do this thing with the camera. So let's get this up here. Let's do this. So we got both these are in view, and here we go. So now once again, you're using this video to synchronize your two feeds so that you can play them back side by side in sync. Yeah, people telling me no audio, but the audio is on there now. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully that worked out for everybody. And in case you're wondering, yes, it is 24 frames per second. That's why you see a 24 frame per second clock on there. All right. Confirm for me, please, those watching live, that you are actually getting live audio on the Wirecast system right now. You're also hearing the computer fan kick in. In the meantime, I'm really trying to figure out why my camera's not working on there. So let me just, because I'm here and because I can, we're going to just try this out. Plug that in, reset it, resync it, see if that gets that camera moving. It is not getting that camera moving. Well, this should be working. Without a doubt, this should be working, but it is definitely giving us good. I've just replugged the AVIO, and we'll see if that shows up. Still not showing up. I'm going to delete the hardware so you can see what's going on over here. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to delete the shot now, add it again, and let's see what happens, see if it comes up, and there it is, and no, nothing. You just never know. This is why I'm not a fan of doing this over Wirecast. And listen to the computer. Listen to that thing go. It is cranking. Yes. No good. No good. Okay. So, again, not my favorite solution. I know a lot of people use it well. And let's just see what other people are saying about it. I'm going to leave this running. I know we're just going to leave that running. You can barely hear it, I'm sure. Let's look at the comment split here. Daddy MCC is saying, I use Wirecast for an event switching between two cameras. I've never had any luck with long HDMI cables. I use Blackmagic HDMI to SDI converters, very reliable. Rather use HDMI, and it is, I keep doing it. You would, Blackmagic HDMI to SDI converter. Oh, I would say, I don't know why you'd say you'd rather use HDMI. Honestly, SDI is so much more reliable. I would continue the way you're doing it. You convert your HDMI into SDI, and then you can run really long runs and not have to worry about it. That's definitely what I would say to do. And yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe this cable's, no, I've used this cable before. It's not too long. I don't know what's going on. Sharbeck says, your main feed seems to have just perfectly tuned white balance and sound compared to the other streams. Well, okay, so to be fair, this stream, he's talking about how good this one looks and sounds. We have put an immense amount of time into calibrating this. And if you just go back, if you scroll back months and even back in the last year on this show, the image quality and sound quality has changed dramatically. We've just really been fine-tuning it. And once I finally figured out how to properly white balance this, not white balance, just completely color balance this camera, I love the way this setup looks right now. But I also know that if I change anything, it's going to be a lot of work to get it calibrated again. The audio is running through the Behringer XR. We're going to talk about all this tomorrow. Really good audio quality now, really good mixer, really good EQs. Yeah, it took a lot, but it does look and sound great. All the other things, keeping in mind that I haven't done really much setup. I just plugged the camera in and hit go. So obviously from the iPhone and the Mevo, you're going to be limited on what kind of quality you're getting. You go up to the X2, and now you're just limited by whatever you're plugging into it. I had the G7 plugged into that with those wired mics. The G7 was not in the position that would be the best position for that stream, right? Because it was kind of pointing into the lights, so it doesn't look its best there. It's more about the capabilities of it. This, obviously, we're having all kinds of weird problems here with Wirecast, but that's what Wirecast does. Andrew Small says, Andrew says, oops, wrong one, says, have exactly the same issues with Wirecast 8, buggy, frustrating, now just using to encode and stream from the ATEM. There you go, Andrew. That's what I ended up doing. But of course now I've moved beyond Wirecast for this stream, and we're using the Pearl for that. Such a pain. Okay. Anything else in there? Okay, let's do... Trevor's saying audio through Wirecast is really thin. That is because the audio coming into Wirecast is just the built-in microphone on the laptop, because for whatever reason, it has chosen to use this moment to not recognize the AV.io, even though it worked perfectly this morning. I'm not bitter anything. So you're just listening to me on this view. This is literally the webcam on my MacBook Pro, and you're listening to the microphone on my MacBook Pro, as well as the fans spinning out of control on the MacBook Pro. And on that